Yo, what's good, man? This is your boy at DFS Mastermind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on the video. Y'all know what it is, man. Hopefully y'all had a good night last night. The boy Curry just went berserk. The game in the stack was that Chicago game. My boy Nwaba went off. Who else, man? Larry Nance really let me down. I actually fell out of the green. I didn't have a good night last night. Larry Nance held me back tremendously. And also my boy Bogdanovich, man. I always play him. I was thinking with Fox being out, he would get more of the point guard duties, which he did, man. But he had like 6 turnovers, and he just wasn't scoring the ball, man. It was a bad night for him. 100% exposure to those guys. It led me to a dead end, man. But we're going to bounce back today. I feel really good about these picks, man. Now, of course, we have a ton of options on an 11-game slate. I want to go ahead and hit you with a few of my top plays. Starting off with point guard. As you see, I had Lou Williams there, but I want to point out just a few other options. I know Alfred Payton's price is up there, man. It's very expensive. But in this role, man, playing with Phoenix, they play so fast. They have a ton of scores. I think he can continue to get the job done, so I don't mind him. I also like Tyreke Evans. Dennis Schroeder is on my list. The thing that's holding me back with Dennis Schroeder is the defense, DVP wise, for the Pacers is very solid versus the point guards, but that was with Darren Collison in, so I think maybe Schroeder will have a slight advantage going up against Corey Joseph. Other guys that I like, I'm going to run through a few other names. I like Murray. I think he's going to be in a good spot. Dragic is an excellent play. One thing I want to say, the games that I really want to pay attention to is going to be this Miami-New Orleans game. We can stack that one up. I think a lot of their players are super underpriced. I think we can really find some nice, decent plays out of that one. I love this Clippers and Phoenix game, of course. And then a late-night hammer. I got to find me a late-night hammer. Not sure who it's going to be right now, but I will have some exposure. I want to go Barea, but I don't know if he'll continue to be in the starting lineup. We can look at Zubac, man. As long as Channing Frye is out, we can look at Zubac. He will get the backup center minutes, so and he's a beast, man. Very cheap price. But anyways, man, I'm going to go ahead and just run through this. I wanted to put this video out before it got too late, man. So my top point guard, the guy I'm going with, is going to be Mr. Lou Will. I really like him in a spot going up against Phoenix. Fast-paced game. I know they're coming off the back-to-back. If I had to put a number 2, I would say Dennis Schroeder. Moving on to shooting guard, as you see, Dylan Brooks taking on Cleveland. He plays a small forward. He's going to play 30-plus minutes. Very cheap price tag. Whenever you play against greatness, you tend to up your game, man, and that's one thing I look for Dylan Brooks to do. He's a rookie going up against King James. He probably watched him growing up, so I know he'll be motivated for this game. I think he'll have a very solid one. Then I got a couple bench players at my small forward and power forward. I got James Johnson taking on New Orleans. Now, once James Johnson gets in the game, nobody's going to be able to stop him. He's just too big. He's too physical. Mirotic stands no chance. Who else? Maybe Okafor. I don't know who they're going to try to put on him, but James Johnson will have a matchup advantage. This game has a very high total, man, and I think it'll be overlooked. I think everybody will be in love with the Minnesota and Houston game, which I'm completely fading. I know that's crazy, but it's just I felt like the players are way too expensive, man. So I'm gonna skip past that one. And we got 10 other games to choose from. But keeping it rolling, man, Larry Nance, I'm going right back to the well. Last night I watched the complete game. Tristan Thompson was absolutely on fire. He was hot. We seen Nance play a very small role in this game. But he's similar to James Johnson. Once he gets in, he's gonna be a very solid piece for us, man. I really do believe in him. I believe in his position. I think he has a very solid floor. and he has tremendous upside. Yesterday, he only shot the ball 4 times, wound up with like 13 fantasy points, but that will definitely improve, man. So I'm going right back to Larry Nance. I know nobody's going to be on him on this big slate, so that's what I want to take advantage of. And then wrapping it up at my center, man, a ton of center options, but I'm a more than likely rock with Alex Lynn. He's very high on my list. I'm still running through some numbers, doing my research, wrapping everything up, but I'm really high on Alex Lynn. I'm pretty sure he will get the start taking on Big DeAndre Jordan. There's no way Dragon, Bender, or Marquise Chris will be able to guard him. So I think Lynn is going to be needed in this one. I really like him. I'm going to give you a few other options. Other guys that I really, really like. I love LaMarcus Aldridge. I think he's a excellent play. I love me some Julius Randle. Let's get down to some of the cheaper guys. Mid-tier, man. Dedmon, Collins, and Ilyasova. We can look at all of those guys. Bam Adebayo. I think we can look at Henson as well. And then the last guy, if you want to get super cheap, Mason Plumlee is back. He is going to be doing his thing. I probably will have a lineup with him out there, assuming that he will hop into the starting role like he did before he got hurt, before the All-Star break. Very cheap price tag, man. We might want to hop on him. As you see, his price was shooting up, man. He was he only got the 5 racks, so it wasn't that expensive. But he was having a nice run, a hell of a run before he got injured. So I'm looking for Plumlee for some value. And then last but not least, if you want to get stupid cheap, I'm talking just go punt with somebody. You got Zubox, man. Fry will be out. This guy is a beast, man. He is a young kid. I know y'all remember last year, we was rostering this guy day in and day out. He's a very solid player, really big body. He can shoot a jumper. I can't say super athletic, but he's just very big, and he's always going to grab you rebounds. So the double-double is a real thing every time this guy gets on the court. So that could be the last guy. We have a ton of options, like I said. I want y'all to bless up. I want y'all to cash out. I want y'all to focus in on your research. Stick with your gut, and let's get it, man. Hopefully this video helped. Y'all bless up.